Well, as I said before, I'm from Colombia. I'm 34 years old. I have a daughter and a son, which my daughter is 4 and my son is almost 10 months. And yeah, as I said before, I've been living in Spain for 13 years, and I'm working as an English teacher in an academy. And I don't know what else to say. Well, my actually, even though I'm according to my account, I'm preparing for my C1, but the thing is that in Colombia, I studied English from a different institute of the school, and I got a bilingual degree. So I've I've studied English and I've got it. But the thing is, here in Spain, it's not viable. Then I have to do again all my levels in English. So I'm currently preparing for my C1, but the thing is that I'm bilingual.
Do you practice your English with online speaking partners?
Well, the thing is, I studied when I was 14. I left it and then I took it again when I was 20. And then when I was 24, I was living in Madrid for 2 years, and I was living with a lot of companions that were from United States, most of them, and some of them were from Manchester, and other cities from London. And yeah, most of the time I was talking to people from United States, and then I always had, by the time I can, I always try to talk to some of my friends in English. And since I'm working as an English teacher, I practice every day. So I talk to my companions, I talk to my students, and as like people normally say, just listening to music, watch some movies, TV shows, and a lot of things like that.
You don't find them online, like from Facebook groups or apps?
No, I actually have one, and it's called Hello Talk, I think. Just let me give you the real name. Hello Talk. They have recommended me, and but the thing is that I've never found someone to talk to in that application. So I don't know if it works or not. Maybe it works because most of the people that have talked to me about it, they have worked, but maybe I'm not. So I don't know how to use it correctly, and then maybe that's why I don't find it. But then I also look in Facebook groups, and there's a C1. There was a lot of C1 teaching English or something like that, Facebook groups, and then they also have a WhatsApp groups, and I'm part of them. So normally, just like every day, they give you like 2 or 3 topics so you can read it, and then you can practice your English. And if you have any mistake, like minimal mistake, they always tell you you must pronounce this word in this, and that way you can improve by saying this. Or maybe there's someone who's asking, I'm preparing to get my C1 level, and I don't know what kind of connectors I can use, what kind of phrases I can use when I'm in the speaking part. And then everyone's just like given some expressions, idioms, I don't know, sentences you can use on your writings or something like that.
We're on the same page. I'm also looking for C1 level. That's why I have to keep on studying. So Among, the last question for you is, do you prefer practicing English with native English speakers or non-native English speakers?
Uh, Both of them. I'd rather do it with both of them because when you are talking to non-native speakers, you can recognize what kind of mistakes you can make. For example, in pronunciations, you don't know, you really know when you might having that issue. But when you're talking to a native, sometimes you just don't pay attention if you're saying correctly, if you are having mispronunciation, or just having, I don't know anything. Just think about to talk to that person and not to think about don't think too much about grammar, pronunciations, idioms. Should I say this? Should I say the other way? You just talk, and if you enjoy and you understand, or if you just listen to that people and then they can hear you, they can understand you, and even you can make jokes in that language. It's like a synonym for me, for example, to know that you're really improving in your learning.
Great. For the ones that haven't seen Armando before, Armando, please welcome again, and thank you so much for sharing.
You're welcome.
Haider, can you go next?
Sure. Hello, guys. It's Haider from Pakistan. I'm 24. Well, my level of English is around above intermediate, I guess. I'm not sure about, but people call it it's above intermediate. And I've been practicing over 6 years about English because I love this language and it helped me a lot, and I want to keep it on. And I don't speak with the native because I don't have much time to talk with them, and they don't have either. And I don't have any connection even with them. But I speak with you guys like you are not a native, but you're kind of native for me. And basically, by profession, I am an overseas assistant manager in a shipping and logistics company. So most of the time, in regards of work, I speak with a native. Some, you can say, rare cases, but over the emails, I have got, by the grace of God, a great command. But over the call, now it's been a long time that I haven't talked with any native over call. But when I get a chance, that it's like okay. But yeah, I keep on talking with the British people, but I feel the British language is kind of really difficult for me. The way they speak, it's kind of extra, it's kind of pure, but so it's really hard to get. But the way Americans speak, it's kind of easy, you can get it easily. For me, I think so. But anyway, it's all amazing. And being with the catchy guys is so amazing, so lovely. It's always a pleasure for me because I enjoy making videos for the catchy guys, and we have been doing much work over the group and over the videos as under the details, instructions, and supervision. So it was all amazing, and I would love to continue. So yeah, that's it.
All right, thanks for sharing, Haider. I think it's Aline, right? Yeah. Next one. I think she has to unmute. Oh my gosh.
Can you hear me now?
Yes. Nice to
Okay.
see you.
Yeah, nice to see you too. So yeah, I am originally from Brazil, but I have lived in Dublin, Ireland for over 8 years, almost 9. Here I have done different kinds of jobs. I was working with early years education, however I quit. Now I am teaching online, English online. I have a few students, not as many as I would like. I am preparing myself to sit the C2 test. So I think at the moment I'd say that I am a C1. However, I want to reach the C2. And I don't mind speaking with native or people that are not native. I don't think there is a big difference. Yeah, I don't mind.
Do you feel that you feel that there's no difference talking to a native, but do you get like more anxious when you talk to a native English speaker, or is it just the same for you?
You know what's make me anxious sometimes?
Mm.
To speak in front of Brazilians, my own people. I'm not uncomfortable to speak with any native. You can put Obama in front of me, I don't care. But Brazilians, I feel like I know it's a bit silly, but I feel that I have to show something. Not here, because we know our context here. But I mean, if I go out with Brazilians, if I meet for a pizza, or it's very awkward. I feel that I have to show off. And when you say that you are an English teacher, you kind of, you feel scared to make mistakes. You kind of have some time of responsibility. So that's how I feel. So nothing to do with the natives or non-natives.
All right. Thanks for sharing, Aline. Ícaro?
Ah, Ícaro! Ícaro!
Just a minute.
Hey
Oh,
guys,
yeah.
hello. Are you
Hello,
hearing me
Ícaro.
now? Can you
Yeah.
hear me?
Yes.
Hello everybody. My name is Ícaro. I am from Berlin. All right, from the same city as Giza is. And I have been a teacher since 2015, 2014, I think. Regarding my English level, according to the FC test I took, I am C1. But I have never taken a test to see if I can go to C2, right? But I have my own opinions regarding those tests. I don't think they can really measure what you can do, what you can, how much English you can speak, you know. But since we are talking about them, I can say that I took the test and I am a C1 level. Regarding native speakers and native speakers, um, I totally agree with Aline. I feel a little bit uncomfortable when I'm talking to my own people, and I understand why that happens. Because sometimes when we are talking to our own people, we know that our own people know when we commit a mistake. They know exactly what we know and what we don't know. It is different when you are speaking to a native speaker, because a native speaker, they you know that they know you are not native, so they are not going to judge you. I know that our own people will not judge ourselves too, but we feel like they will, because it is a strange feeling. I totally agree. But I don't think I have a preference. I I talk more to non-native speakers because it is more likely for me to talk to non-native speakers, than native speakers. As I have already told you guys in other meetings, we have more non-native speakers than native speakers in the world, right? So English is not anymore belonging to the United States or to Great Britain. They are going to adapt to this new status of English. It's an international language. So I don't think I have a preference. I like to speak to native speakers. They teach me idioms that are related to their region, but that I'm not going to use with you guys, for example, because they are not from the same context, as we are. So there are idioms that we cannot use among ourselves because it only makes sense for natives, So it depends. It is a lot complex. That's what I think.
Yeah, just as a reminder, Ícaro will deliver a speech next month, right, Ícaro? It's going to be sharing like public schools teaching experiences. It's going to be awesome. It's from the State University of Pará. So I hope you can like join there. It's going to be alive, right?
Yeah, I'm gonna share the link in the group, but it's gonna be in Portuguese, guys. It's gonna be in Portuguese. Portuguese.
gonna be there watching you. Thanks, Ícaro. Thank you. Let's go for
No
Luana,
problem.
right?
So hi guys, I'm Luana. I'm from Belém as well in Brazil, and I'm 28 years old, and I've been teaching properly since January this year, so it's quite recent. And my level, I did a test. It was B2, but ages ago, so I don't know now how much is now. I have to do it again, another one. So talking about having conversations, I think it's almost as important having with natives or non-natives. With natives, it's more probable that they will correct you if you make a mistake. So it's good for learning to improve your level, but it's a good practice to speak to anyone who speaks English too. But I definitely get more nervous when I talk in front of teachers, other teachers, because I know that what I'm supposed to know as a teacher and all the grammar and stuff, and I know that the other teachers know, so they know exactly what I'm doing wrong. So I used to feel very nervous. Now I don't feel that nervous anymore because I'm always on these chats with you guys on Zoom. So I'm getting more less nervous. But the first time, my first month as a teacher, I was very nervous to speak in front of all the teachers.
Did I have any
And
experience feeling nervous talking to native speakers, like in Dublin? Like your heart was like
to
pounding. Oh my
native
God.
speakers,
Yeah.
yes, sometimes when I'm talking, I still have friends. I still have friends from Dublin and from other countries too. So I talk to them. The point is not just practicing my English, but because they are my friends and I like talking to them. And I feel I know I shouldn't, but I feel embarrassed when they correct me sometimes, and I should appreciate that they are helping me improve. They don't correct me all the time, but sometimes I feel. So there were times that I felt embarrassed and even angry because they are correcting me when I was still learning, before I became a teacher even, and I was still feeling embarrassed by my mistakes.
Thanks, Luana. Thanks for being here, Luana, again with us. Yeah. Thank you so
My
much.
pleasure.
Well, we have 2 minutes left. I'm not getting into the the topic yet. You know, the one that I have sent by WhatsApp to you, like the stories. There are two stories, right? I mean, they are both taken from my personal life, my professional life. Because we have like 2 minutes left, I just want to ask you a question. And then after that, after replying to the questions, I'm gonna open up a new meeting. Is that okay for you? Yes? And then the second meeting, we're gonna go over the stories. All right? So my question is, what if you came across a learner that says that the best way or strategy to better improve your speaking skills is by talking to Americans or British people, and that's the thing that, you know, it stands out because it's better. They are natives, they know idioms, they were born with this language. What would you say to those people? And you can like unmute yourselves. Would you try to convince that person, like, to think in another perspective as a
If
teacher?
if that's what they want to do, I'll say okay, but I'll tell them, well, in real life, you won't be talking just to American and British people. So you have to have a bigger range.
You can share anything if you want, okay? Yes, Armando? Yeah.
Well, as Luana said, as a teacher, we are not here to convince anyone to do anything, but just to advise them. You're not gonna find, okay, not everything in life is black or white. So you're not going to find people from United States or people from London. So, but maybe you can find people from India who are learning